Alright, you grot-toothed runts. Welcome back to some gubbins. Gladius. We's back in it. We's in it to win it. Where's all them beakies gone? Yeah, we's had beakies to kill. We already zogged a lot of them.
So, yeah, we're actually doing very, very well. I am appreciative. We've got these level 3 tank buses. I thought they got a name when they got level 3. Come on now. We're gonna park them right here. Actually, I probably don't want to park them right there because they're gonna get shelled by that hunter. Although, you know what? They've got plus 100% healing rate, so they're healing like 3 or 4 HP per turn. Plus, they have 50%. They have a total of 75% range damage reduction, and they're healing a hit point per turn. Extra from the Archaeocopia. So, honestly, I think they're going to be fine. I'm going to move the war boss into this. Can I? Oh, that's right. I've got the war buggies in there. I'm going to move the war buggies over here to attack these tank busters, I think. Yep, do it. Oh, man. They got to shoot me first. Oh, Jesus, they're going to get to shoot me first, too. Okay, well, never mind. Well, you killed one of them, and you know what? That unit is probably going to die at this point, but... Yep, okay, thanks. I am going to open the shop and see what I can buy for him. Because I have got 1,000 influence. So this is actually an interesting Benny that the Orks get. Since you generate so much freaking influence, you can just buy these things. So the Powered Gauntlet. So that gives you plus 25% damage. That's plus 25% Witchfire damage reduction. Interesting. Oh, that's pretty incredible. Double healing, 4 hit points. Psychic block. Blocks the damage and effects of the next enemy psychic power. Increases a level. That's pretty good. Digital weapon gives you 3 extra 2 damage attacks and scales minimum damage with the hit points of the target units. And I'm going to buy the Jokairo digital weapon. So is that just there now, or do I have to activate that? Okay, so I guess I have to activate that. That's fine. And then I'm also going to buy a Powered Gauntlet, just to increase his... Yeah. I think I just wasted a whole bunch of influence. But that should increase his melee damage. Yep, that increased his melee damage by 25%. Excellent. So my war boss is now... You know what? You know what? I'm going to buy the Zothide Jerkin as well. Yeah, so now he's just freaking terrifying. Especially because he heals 30% per turn. Oh, that's so good. I love it. Yeah, this war boss is now pretty scary. Pretty scary indeed. You boys. That's some more tank busters down there. I don't really want to push super hard because I'm a little bit, you know, a little bit busy doing things here. If you move, will he shoot at you? I think he will, but let's get into the outpost. And then shoot him. Oh, nope, never mind. Okay, so we're gonna keep blasting away at the Fortress of Redemption, just to build back up some influence since we're down to 600. This weird boy is just standing there, that's fine. These tank busters need to advance. Yep, get onto the outpost. These boys... There's no cover down here, so let's move these boys over that way. That's another outpost. And these mechs... I wanted to go build another city with them, I think. But actually, I want them as vehicle support. I want them to help. And these war buggies can go down here and shoot those Kroot hounds. Yeah, war buggies don't deal a whole lot of damage, do they? Okay. Up here, we've got the Cult of Speed. Which right now... yeah, let's get another war buggy. And then over here... Oh, no, I shouldn't do that because that used up all my ore. Never mind. Stop that. Stop that. No, come here. Come back here, you. Stop that. Okay, now in some gubbins... What I want is... I mean, primarily I want piles of Daka, but I don't have enough ore for that. So, what I want first is squig herds, which I can put right here. This square is plus 10% to everything, which is pretty neat. So yeah, let's put a squig herd right there. So we can get some more food going on.
The boys need, squigs. Yeah, that's it. Gotta get them boys their squigs. These growing boys won't need plenty of food.
Okay, those Def Coptas, and they've got mechs coming up at me, too. I don't think those Def Coptas are going to enjoy what happens to them. This war boss, honestly, should be able to cleave his way through most of these guys. Oh, they're attacking my city. How dare they? Yeah, this war boss should be... Well, he's taking a lot of damage because he doesn't have high armor. So he might not do well here. Especially because since these are flyers, I don't think these guys can be attacked in... Oh, no, they're jet bikes. Yeah, so he can pretty much wipe one of these units out with an attack here. And if we activate the Jokairo digital weapon... That just does some damage to them. Okay, so let's clear out these Def Coptas. Yeah, there we go. And then these boys move down here and finish them off. Great, and that also dealt secondary damage to these other units. Okay, so we're doing fine. Now we've got several tank bustas. So first of all, you shoot at the hunter. We might be able to kill off this hunter here. You shoot at the hunter. And then you move over here and shoot at the hunter. Okay, we can't quite kill him off, unfortunately. But we can do a whole bunch of damage to him. And we will blast the Fortress of Redemption, shoot the Fortress of Redemption. Yeah, I think my war boss is going to survive this. And so, unless they bring up a whole bunch more units, he'll be fine. And over here, we'll get our next weird boy in one turn. Over here, we're getting more tank bustas. Up here, once we get that food, we're going to build a pile of Daka or two, and we'll work on that. How many, yeah, I think we're gonna be fine with this thing in our corner. We are definitely gonna be a lot better off just because, you know, we'll be able to be healing one free every round, and that makes our units a lot tougher, like shockingly tougher. These tank busters might get worn down, but they're not taking much damage. Like 0.6, they're 7.3, really? From the Thunderfire cannon? Oh, because it's blast. But even so, accuracy 2, damage 3.24 attacks. Why are they taking that much damage when they have so much damage reduction? Like, I was thinking they should be pretty safe here, because 75% damage reduction, right? I don't know. Now let's get these mechs up, and these war buggies need to come down here and shoot the Psychnoyan. Okay, now Deep could build more war buggies, but honestly I don't want them to do that just yet. I'm just going to disable this. For now. Okay, yep, they're falling back. They're blasting my war buggies up there. Oh, and we've got infantry and land speeders moving in. As one kind of has to expect. They've got 2 units of Devastators up there. And Crude Hounds are attacking my city. Rude. Those mechs are gonna die, though. Like, sorry to break it to you, but I'm just gonna kill them off. And then you come up here. You can do kind of a number on those war buggies. They really don't have much to stop a war boss. Now up here, I am gonna have to pull back. I lost my tank busters, but that's okay. Let's blast these Crude Hounds real quick. And then you lot come back here. You are Psychonoid infested, but that's alright. Shoot them. Great. And we've got another Weird Boy. We're going to level him up. Yes, I just don't feel like these guys are, I just don't feel like these guys are great in combat. I mean, Warpath is good, especially if you have a unit of boys that have these choppas. You can increase their choppa damage by about 50% with Warpath, but I'd rather just have these guys, like, mentating. Does he get to level up again? Oh, nice. Well, okay, give him Warpath. You don't get to level up, though. That's... Why did he get to level up? He started at level 2, which is pretty cool. We'll just kind of have him standing down here, like, nonchalantly out of the way. And let's get another war boss going on. Honestly. The war bosses are doing well for me. 3 turns to Squig Herds. De Eep. 2 turns to the Fighting Pits. Doing well, doing good. Let's get these tank busters down here and finish off those war buggies. And I think my war boss just leveled up. So let's level him. We can give him Attack Squig 2 or Bust Heads to lower morale loss. Let's give him level 2 Attack Squig. His damage output is reaching the absurd. Like, I can definitely see this is the point of war bosses. You can get war bosses to do stupid levels of damage. So who else? You need to hold position until healed, and you mechs, you can advance. Okay, so we're doing fine. We've secured a decent grip of territory here. We've got 3 cities, albeit a couple of them are just only barely starting to build up. Our loyalty here is pretty garbage, to be honest. Minus from destruction. Okay, it looks like the place takes damage. Oh, because you're injured. Yeah, hold position till healed. You'll heal yourself up over time, I guess. And are you taking a penalty from destruction? Yes, you are. Okay, hold position till healed. And that's one single surviving tank buster. He's going to fire a lone solitary rocket at me. They have a tech marine over there. Or something. And he's also taking damage from something. So they're fighting another unit over on that side. I think I might move my tank busters up to see what's what. Because they're fully healed. Let's move them up 1 space here. Okay, gonna take a little bit of fire. That's fine. Put some rockets into him. They should survive. So De Eep has produced tank busters. Do I want another commando camp? I've already got Mech Bits Yard. I could potentially use another one just for the research, if nothing else. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what else it is that I want here. I mean, really, to be honest, what I want is more loyalty. I want to keep pumping out fighting pits, even though they do nothing else and cost energy. But just having loyalty not be negative would save me so much. Because look, I'm losing 5 energy a turn from loyalty. 9 ore per turn from loyalty. 3 influence a turn, 3 research a turn. Loyalty is hugely important. It is damaging my production quite significantly at this point, so I definitely need to get those fighting pits up and active as quickly as possible, and multiples of them. Weird boy, you just hold position. Alright, where were we? Right, mechs. Let's put the mechs up there, where they can stand here and be protected. These tank busters. Honestly, I think I'm just going to keep pushing with the war boss. You lot get into the outpost where you can kind of heal up. War boss, come down here. Stab those tank busters. Bang, you're dead. And we'll move the other tank busters up to support the war boss. This war boss is doing work. I love him. He's so great. Those Kroot hounds need to die. Should probably have killed them with the boss tower now that I think about it, but you know what? Whatever. It is what it is, and it ain't nothing different. Speaking of tank busters, let's actually get them down here. Let's kind of clear out this area and see if we can't seize that other Archaea what's-its-face. And you all just get back into the city. We're just abandoning that period for right now. That area, I said period. It's so silly. We're gonna try and take this and move a weird boy to it. So let's take our lower level, slightly less valuable weird boy. Actually, no, what am I saying? Let's take the weird boy that has Warpath. Because he can actually help. 2 turns for food. Loyalty is crushing me. Oh, it's so bad. Please give me that fighting pit. Because that fighting pit will alone cut my losses by 6%. Because right now I'm losing like 30%. Right now I'm losing 30% of production from this city to loyalty. Like literally 30%. And if I can cut that with those fighting pits, then I'll be in a lot better shape. Just a lot better shape. Yeah, the Fortress of Redemption is healing up. The Thunderfire Cannon is moving down to attack me. Yep, they're trying to kill my tank busters off. I don't want them to kill these tank busters. Really don't. So those guys are going to need to run away. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. No! Oh, God, no! Shoot. Okay, so I've got Killicans now. So Killicans have Scorches, which do ignore cover and scale damage to the group size. That's the same as Blast, I believe, actually. So they do a ton of damage to infantry, and then they've also got Claws, which do armor penetration and high damage. So those I think will be very, very useful. And where are they built? Oh, they're built in the piles of Daka. And they cost primarily ore. So they cost 5 turns. I need another pile of Daka. Okay, but you can see my production has now gone up somewhat of everything. I'm still losing a ton of resources to loyalty. That added up real quick, but it's better. The fighting pits. Instead of fighting pits, build me another pile of Daka, so that I can produce Killicans more quickly. You can see I'm even losing production from my piles of Daka to loyalty. So get another one of those. That'll kick my loyalty up by 1 point. And I'm not going to be growing there anymore, but I am growing over here in some gubbins pretty quickly, which is hurting, honestly. My growth is my worst enemy at this point. Yeah, I need to be building a fighting pit down here as well. You're recruiting a war boss. I do need another war boss. Next turn I'll be able to start building another fighting pit down here. And that will help. That will kill the loyalty loss in this location, which will help a little bit. But to be honest, it's to Eep where I need it. It's to Eep where I need more piles of Daka and more fighting pits. So, where was I? Oh, that's right. I was about to go kick somebody in the teeth with my war boss. Like these boys. Great. Goodbye, boys. You all rest up. And my tank buster's leveled. They can actually... Let me actually move them forward. Oh, I just discovered the Necrons. That is an annihilation barge. Okay. So that has... It's open-topped. It's a skimmer. It's a vehicle. It has an old one artifact and a full spectrum analyzer, plus defensive protocols. Has a Gauss cannon, so minimum damage scales with hit points. And a twin-linked Tesla destructor, which has 5 attacks and does 6 damage. Oof. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, yeah, it can do half damage to a unit of tank busters in one salvo. That is rough. Let's blast it, since we can't retreat at this point. Let's just blast it and hope that it runs. The boys still need to heal up. These mechs... I'm so salty that I lost those tank busters. That makes me upset. You lot just run back here. War buggies need to move forward. War buggies need to... Oh, I'm down to WAAAAAAAAH level 4. I'm down to WAAAAAAAAH level 4 because I have not been fighting enough. So you all need to hold and heal. You tank busters need to go find something to blast. Nothing up there, okay. And you mechs need to just sit tight. And down here, I could use more ore, I really could. But I also need my last... Do I have any spaces? Yeah, I've got one more space there. I need that last space for other things. So let's grab a new tile. Let's grab... let's grab that tile. And research. Extra infantry armor. Increases the influence gain. Battle wagons. Big bombs. Boss speakers. Increases growth rate. That is the last thing I need. Red paint job. That could be useful. Pain boys. Scrap hammers. Mushling blooms. Increases the food output of tiles with orc fungus. Could be useful depending on how much it increases them. Let's go with Bigot Choppas, just to increase our melee damage. They're just gonna heal up and repair and become better and all that. Those scout bikers. Okay, and there's lots and lots of Necrons moving up on us. I think my tank busters might be about to die. Somehow I think, yep, tank busters just died. Okay. So, let's look at Triarch Praetorians. So we've got the, these Necrons here are, really being a bummer. So first of all, we've got, I can't even see that unit anymore. So Triarch Praetorians, they have a lot of hit points, a lot of armor. They restore hit points every turn. They have jump packs, dimensional corridors, so they can teleport next to their cities or monoliths. Weapon-wise, they've got a high armor penetration melee attack and a high armor penetration ranged attack. And they each do pretty significant damage, so they could do a lot of damage to my war boss right off the bat. right from jump. I could do a lot of damage to them, but I don't think I can fight 3 or 4 units at once, so I am actually going to fall back. And I got my food just in the nick of time. So I just got my squig herd, I'm now +5 food, and I need a pile of Daka. I am definitely running into an ore crunch here. I just don't have the ore to do the things that I want to do. So that is being a little bit rough, to be honest. I'm hitting a resource wall really, really hard. Oh, I need more units, but my units need to live. I don't have enough units to sustain what I'm doing. At least I'm back up to wall level 5. These tank buses just need to come back here. I've overextended myself, so I may not be able to hold the Jokairo encampment, but I really want to hold that. These boys are almost healed up. I think the war boss and boys can hold this area unless I get counterattacked by the orcs real hard. So I should be okay. What I need is, I need to be producing units from here. Getting another war boss will be great. A second war boss will definitely help, because war bosses are just tough as nails. Or, actually, let me take that back. It's not that they're tough, it's that they do a ton of damage. These mechs can blast them real quick. They'll take 1 hit point doing that, but they'll also kill one of those guys. And then we can finish them off with that. Honestly, the city is powerful enough that it can kind of hold its own here, even with only minimal unit support. So my units, at this point, can pretty much be concentrated down here and maybe up there. So Deep's production is definitely going to go up there for now. I've been producing these mechs. They don't cost any ore, which is fine. So, but that said, I don't need them right now. So I'm actually going to cancel those. I'm going to keep the mech bits yard active for the research. But we're just going to hold off on mechs for now, because I don't want another city. I have 3, and the influence cost, the loyalty cost of 3 cities is a little bit crippling. I definitely need to push loyalty a lot higher in order to do what I need to do. So I need to get my fighting pit out there. I've hit 14 population, which is my highest, unless I build another Grot Huts. Another Grot's Huts. Which I don't want to do till I hit higher loyalty. And I've got 4 slots left, so I'm going to build that. I'm going to build another fighting pit. That will push loyalty up to -5. And then I'm thinking I might just fill all of my slots with more fighting pits, because every fighting pit effectively gives all of my other buildings a 12% production bonus. And 12% extra productivity, because like I'm looking at the diggers and smelters, right? Diggers and smelters produce 6 ore. So 12% bonus on them, plus everything else, from 2 more fighting. Like, if I can kick their productivity up by 36%, that's effectively the equivalent of a new one of these. And then it's also, you know, a bonus to everything else. I don't know. I feel like that could potentially be worth it. I feel like I'm getting close to hitting the point of limited returns on building actual new structures, as opposed to just building, you know, fighting pits to maximize productivity. That said, I do want to slap down another energy structure over here, so I'll need to claim another... Well, I'm good on energy at the moment. I'll need to claim another tile at some point, too. And I'll need to get some food. Most of these tiles are very much negative on food. That tile, that's a good food tile. Anyway, that's all very, very much future planning. Right at the moment, my concern is just having units that can do things. And having more boys. If I cancel those tank busters... Nah, we'll stick with the tank busters for now. And you just hold position. And you, yeah, you're fine. Okay, so they've got another librarian. I hate the way it moves away from what I'm doing. Okay, the mech is still alive. And these Triarch Praetorians are coming in. Okay, so the Space Marines are counterattacking in a big way. And my war boss is in a little bit of trouble. Yep, this is unfortunate. We can handle it, though. It doesn't look like any other units have come out to fight, so... Like, if I move the boys up here and attack the Triarch Praetorians, they'll do some damage. Great. And then you... can attack and do most of the rest of the damage necessary. And then if we kill them off, I don't think we're going to take 12 damage from anything else this coming turn. So they'll have to run at this point. You lot push up. You've already fired. You... So that's about 8 damage. He has 5 hit points, but 8 armor, so he'll survive, I think. That's Witchfire damage reduction. Is that a Witchfire weapon? No, it is not Witchfire. It's just melee. So... the problem is that I'm worried if my weird boy goes up here, he'll be killed. Because the Devastators will fire at him, and then the Land Speeders, and the Land Speeders are really good at mulching infantry. You all need to keep healing and waiting. You lot, I definitely need to be moving in this direction, though. One more turn for tank busters, and then we're going to get started on our first unit of Killicans. Which I definitely want. Get on the outpost. Just stay there on the outpost and be safe for a minute. Oh, I could have used the digital weapon. I probably would have finished them off. Darn. My mistake. My bad. My B. Messed it up. I can't afford to recruit them because I want to recruit a Killican next turn. It's 8 turns there. And 5 turns here. So yeah, it'll take less than 3 turns to move past, so that'll be quicker. At the scrap sheds... Oh, the fighting pits cost ore. That's fine because I'm building that right now, so that'll just take a little bit of time. That is fine with me. Alright, let's see how this situation goes. Oh, they're standing their ground and healing. Brave, brave Triarch Praetorians. Ah, because they have a hero. They have a lord coming up. Gotcha. So... I can wipe out these Praetorians, but then that Lord is going to attack me. And he's got... What kind of damage does he have? He's got the Staff of Light. 3 attacks, armor penetration 4. And the Void Blade. So if this war boss is going to stand and fight... Why can't I use my digital weapon? Was that one shot? No, it has a cooldown. Let's hit him with the weird boy. And then blast him. Why is he taking less damage? Because he's in my in this territory where he has cover. And then if these guys move there, they can shoot at him as well. So yeah, drive that librarian out. So the problem is, this war boss can be followed if he runs. So I need to kill these Triarch Praetorians right now. Okay, great. Killed them. How much more do I need to level him up again, out of curiosity? About 4 more experience. So this lord... Damage reanimation protocols, defensive protocols, and hero reduction. I think I should be able to live, because I have 12 hit points, he has 13 hit points. My damage is higher. 3.7, 2.6 with 5 attacks total, 10.7 with 3 attacks, plus the attack squig, plus the rocket launcher, which only has 1 at low accuracy, but is hugely hard hitting. I think this lord, if he comes in on me, is going to get whipped on. I think. Unless I have done my math wrong. Let's build a kill a can. Let's get those boys moving up. Let's get these boys moving up. And that weird boy can support. We've got that guy there. And let's get a unit of boys going on too. Because we need more numbers. We're running short on people at the moment. Oof. Oh, that was painful. Okay, yes, though the war boss lost less than half of his remaining hit points. Please don't, please don't. Okay, the weird boy's still alive. And that librarian gonna die. We gonna kill him. Alright, bigger choppers. Damage went up again. Oh, you came to the wrong neighborhood, Necron Lord. You came to the wrong neighborhood. There we go. This weird boy needs to book it. He's got to get out of here. Let's kill that librarian real quick. Level up the weird boy. We're actually going to level up mental emissions and then run. Run for the hills. Run for your life. Let's shoot them. If they stay, they're gonna get... I mean, they could potentially suicide this unit to kill the weird boy. But I think if they come in, they're gonna get shot by them. And the war boss may even be able to come up and reach him. And then we've got these tank busters coming up as well. So I don't think they want to stay around here. I think we've pretty much solidified the border. It was a little bit tricky for a minute there, but some Gubbins is definitely putting in work just because they do so much damage. Some Gubbins is... A city is just really, really tough to stop. And my war boss down here can now stand around and heal if he wants. Next turn I'll have another war boss. And up here in 4 turns I'll have a unit to kill cans. And let's get some more mechs, I think. They don't have food upkeep, do they? They don't have food upkeep. Does the war boss have food upkeep? He does. And then boys have food upkeep, so I'm going to need to build another food building as well. Do you have any good? You have a great food square. Right there. Right there and right there. So you definitely need to take those and pump out food. Some Gubbins is definitely going to be our food location. It'll be great. Who have I not ordered? I've ordered you. You're done. Could you... Here we go? No, you can't. You can't even do that. Yeah, just... Okay. And over here, in the boss's place... Could get some more research, but actually what I want is, if I'm doing anything, I want to claim another tile. Let's claim that. Oh no, I just claimed a tile. Well, let's put some fungus in it. And research-wise, let's increase our influence more. Let's fear the orcs. Start moving up the old tech tree. So I think looking at this again, I think I'm actually going to need all 3 locations, which is unfortunate. They've got a couple of Thunderfire. They are going pretty heavy on the Thunderfire cannons, and it's working out for them because it means that they have these triple range high damage units that can hit at us across the terrain. My loyalty problem is just getting worse. So where's the war boss that we just built? There he is. Let's level him up. We will give him Big Boss. And let's level him up again. I don't know why these guys are starting at level 2 now, but I love it. And let's give him Bust Heads. So he can stop people from suffering serious morale trauma. You, Mr. Weird Boy. Just move out of the way real quick. You lot move forward a little bit. You dodge back a little bit. You shoot him a little bit. Actually, shoot him a lot. I just shoot him tons. All you can, in fact. You can move forward. Yeah, your damage is quite a bit lower, but still very impressive. Compared to the big boss down here. Oh god, 13 damage with 3 attacks. That is brutal. I think this guy can kill structures by himself at this point. Yeah, you stand there and heal for a moment. And some gubbins. Yeah, we're getting a pile of Daka, but it's going to take a little while. Those killer cans should help us as well. Should help turn the tide. Who haven't I ordered? Tank Bustas, move forward, please. And War Buggy. I'm kind of have you up here just to, like, watch and guard. But you can't actually make any progress because that Fortress of Redemption is not terribly vulnerable to you, so just move back. We'll have you down here to join the army. Alright, yeah, they're retreating because they can't get past the fort. They can bombard the fort. Their artillery. Oh, Lord, they've got a dreadnought. Oh, Jesus. They've got a dreadnought with a multi-melta. Actually, that's not very terrifying. I was more scared of that than it deserved. I'm gonna kill it. Oh, it's not quite dead. Oh, it's not quite dead. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna sacrifice a war buggy to kill it. There we go. Did you get experience? You did. Good. Some gubbins has leveled up to level 3. So yeah, dreadnoughts. Multi-melta, so they've got more armor penetration at half range, but they don't honestly do all that much damage because they only have 1 attack. That's funny. And then the Power Fist, which does a ton of damage. Albeit, hilariously, this is showing that increased by my Big Achapa's research. Yeah, my war boss could still solo these guys. Extra armor. Yeah, because it's showing it increased by both the WAAAAAAAAGH and my... That's a bug. That's got to be a bug. I'm sorry, developers. I'd just like to point out you have a bug here. You're showing my technology increasing a Space Marine unit's damage. I think it actually does like 10 damage instead of 13.5. And it can orbitally deploy, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's fine. You just stand here for a second while the war boss moves past. You lot advance. You continue to stand there doing nothing, which is fine. This war boss will be healed. He's going to be healed not quite next turn. I think he'll end up with like 25 or 26 hit points, but that's okay. Actually, I'm tempted to just move him up now. Funnily enough, though, these tactical Space Marines would actually be pretty good against him. Well, he does have armor. He has 4 armor plus 50% reduction. So in total, that would be like an... I think it depends on what order they apply in. It would end up being like a 60 or 70% damage reduction, though, so he would not take much damage from them. Is anything finished? Nope, not yet. 2 more turns to kill a cans. Those will be fun. You advance. And you actually just stand there on the Jokairo Trader encampment and level up, please. I can level up his hit points even more. Or I can give him an attack squig 3. Do even more damage. Let's level up his hit points. I want him to be, like, impossibly tough. Alright, they're gonna try and kill my tank busters off again. Oh, nope, they're gonna try and kill off the war buggy. That's fair. I don't blame you. I would too. Although, you kind of made a mistake here because those land speeders are quite vulnerable. Yeah, shoot at them with your rocket launcher. Ooh, I could do a lot of damage to that Thunderfire cannon. Might make it move back. Let's kill off one of the land speeders to definitely make them retreat, though. Retreat the war buggy. And then... Oh, he's not gonna quite die. Oh, that's a little bit frustrating. Oh well. One more shot would have got him, but... Alas. Alas. 'Twas not to be. So, DeBoss's place has produced some fungus. Let's start producing some Killicans, and... another fighting pit. So that's... yeah, put a fighting pit there. And you, that is a unit of Assault Space Marines, who I am going to go and kill. Yes, they get to shoot me first. That's fair. That's fine. I accept and acknowledge that they get to shoot me, and then I get to chainsaw them with my giant chainsaw hand. I think that's a fair trade. I think that's more than fair. 3 turns and I'll be able to start pumping out units up here in some gubbins as well. Oh, if only my loyalty weren't so garbage. Yeah. I'm losing a lot from destruction and a significant amount from loyalty. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I have minus 10 loyalty here. I'm literally losing a point of everything. So I'm losing 5 points of resources. 5 points of resources from having low loyalty. Just in this one base. So that's 5 points of loyalty. 5 points of resources there. Over here, I'm losing about another 5 or 6 points of resources from loyalty. And up here, my god, I'm losing like 2 or 3 or 6 in that case. Ouch, I'm losing like 20 points of resources here. Not 20, I exaggerate. 10 to 15 points of resources here. So it's... loyalty hit sucks. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I am negative on food. Because of destruction and loyalty damage, so ouch. I need more food. That is going to start hurting me in a big way. I actually don't know. Let's see what happens when I go negative on food. Okay, those tank busters are going to get shot to hell. Oh, they're still alive, though. And that war boss did not take much damage, so that Thunderfire cannon is gonna suffer here. They're leaning very heavily on Devastators, and Devastators aren't actually very good snipers against infantry. I think I can kill that Thunderfire cannon here. And with the units that I can see, yeah, that's it. That's the way. I don't think they can kill my war boss, but just in case, I'm going to give him another level of big boss. This war buggy needs to move down so it won't be targeted. Again, let's get the boys up. Yeah, so now I'm minus 4 food, so... it looks like there might not be a penalty for being negative. Is that place negative? Though that's positive on food. Okay, build a squig herd. Get the loyalty first, then get the squig herd, and as soon as that's done, I will build another squig herd. I'll claim another tile. I'll claim that tile, or that tile, or that tile, and build a squig herd down there. This war boss I mean, he can probably continue his solo adventures, to be honest. I'm a little bit nervous about having him without support, but yeah, let's kill them. They're down here trying to take things over, and we can't be having that. Go kill him. There you go. That's a boy. Alright, so we've got our Killicans. Look at them. Ain't they beautiful? Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, they're so gorgeous. I love them. Now those can claws only do 6 damage? I thought they did more than that. And the Scorches... Okay, so they don't do a ton of damage, but they have pretty high armor and hit points. So they should be fairly solid, to be honest. They're not fast, is one thing. And the other, the thing that makes these valuable is those can claws have a lot of armor penetration, so they'll negate a lot of the defensive capability of the Space Marine units. Let's down here. I need another fighting pit, like I said. But that requires 50 ore, which I don't have at the moment. So let's plant some fungus over there. And that should be good, I think. This weird boy, let's move him forward a little bit. Okay, end the turn. One more turn, I think, and we'll see how we're doing. So we've met the Necrons in this episode. We've pushed the Space Marines back, however, we have not destroyed them, unfortunately. We've got a couple of war bosses leading the charge. We've got fear to Orks. Let's pick our next research. Extra infantry armor, definitely, for the war bosses. Make war bosses great again. Because that increases, the extra infantry armor increases armor by how much? 2. So the next level, hopefully the next level will kick them up to 6. And that will make them much, much harder for Space Marines to kill. Like these tactical Space Marines, I really, really would like them not to be able to kill my guys so easily. Let's send the Killicans up north, and actually let's split these boys off and send them up north with the Killicans. And we'll see if we can't split the Space Marines' efforts. Here, and we'll send some mechs along with them as healing support. So you guys get into that city with the fungus where you can heal better. Yeah, 25% per turn is a lot better. I don't really want to attack the Space Marine city right at the moment. I want you guys to heal. I want this weird boy to come down here. And this war boss can join him. These guys are healing. These guys are holding their position on Overwatch. And these war buggies can be down there in the river. You can claim that outpost. So, excellent. And yet that outpost is generating ore and energy for me. So, Gubbins, 1 turn for the Pile-a-Daka. And tank buses can be skipped. Alright, so we're going to call it here for today. We've done pretty solidly. We are still struggling with loyalty, but our influence income is still very solid. Our resources are good except for food. With 0 food, we're not going to be able to produce units that require food until we get that straight. And I think that's the only penalty. I think that's actually the only problem. So we are going to need to turn some Gubbins into a food production center, which we should be able to do pretty easily. We are, of course, going to need some... It's looking like you need at least as many fighting pits as you have cities in every city. Because every city, it looks like, gives you an extra minus... Every city beyond the first gives you -6, or every city gives you -4, or something like that. And then on top of that, you have the population penalty. So big cities in particular, you need a lot of fighting pits. A lot of fighting pits. And that means I need more ore. I'm definitely being locked by ore at the moment. I should have gotten more ore production earlier on. So that's definitely a lesson learned here. Especially if I wanted to be leaning on Killicans and such. We are going to get a squig herd down here as soon as that fighting pit is done. And we should be able to push our loyalty into boss's place back up to even, so I'm not taking penalties. Like I said, it almost feels like it would be good to have a whole bunch of fighting pits all, like, lined up. The only problem is they cost 2 energy. and all they do for the loyalty, so, I can definitely see why the loyalty mechanic exists, though, because given that boss towers give you a base income of everything, if it weren't for the loyalty mechanic, your best strategy, at least as the Orks, would definitely be just to spam cities, because they give you 6 of everything. And so, if you get 6 of everything from building a boss tower, which mechs build for free, so all you have to pay for it is the cost of a mech, which is 15 food and 15 energy. Why wouldn't you do that? The loyalty mechanic provides a reason to actually develop your cities as opposed to building new ones. It's a way to combat the infinite city sprawl problem that the early Civilization games have, and I think it's quite clever. But so, I'm going to send these guys and possibly the war buggy down here to look at that. This war boss will continue rampaging on his own. Can I give him... I can give him a name.
There we go, lads.
So that's War Boss Confusion now rampaging around. He is terrifying. I don't mind saying. He's very, very strong. I love it. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.